Lawsuits claim Amazon's Alexa voice assistant illegally records children without consent. Breaking news. A pair of federal lawsuits against Amazon allege that the e-commerce giant's Alexa voice assistant technology routinely records and voice prints millions of children without their consent or the consent of their parents, breaking laws in 9 states, on Wednesday. The two suits filed on behalf of an 8-year-old child in California and a 10-year-old child in Massachusetts were filed by Travis Lenkner of Chicago's Keller Lenkner and LA-based law firm Quinn Emanuel Urquhart and Sullivan. Those complaints, what all 9 have in common is they are what's known as two-party consent states, Lenkner told the Recorder. An audio recording. According to The Times, the complaint argues that Amazon saves a permanent recording of the user's voice as well as records and transmits clips of anything said after Alexa's wake word is uttered. It also claims, it says the Alexa system is capable of identifying individual speakers based on their voices, and Amazon could choose to inform users who had not previously consented that they were being recorded and ask for consent. It could also deact, but Alexa does not do this, the lawsuit claims. At no point does the complaint proposes that the potential class action include minors in the states who have used Alexa in their home and have therefore been recorded by Amazon without consent, The Times wrote. An Amazon spokeswoman referred the Recorder to information about Amazon FreeTime, while includes Alexa support and bills itself as a dedicated service that helps parents manage the ways their kids interact with technology, including limiting screen time. While FreeTime does on children's privacy lists examples of information the company may collect on children, The Times wrote, and elsewhere the Alexa terms of service assert sweeping rights. A broader discusses Amazon's collection of personal information from children under 13U, which may include name, birth date, contact information including phone numbers and email addresses, voice, photos, videos, location, and certain activity and device information and identifiers, noting in some cases we may know a child is using our services, for example, when using a child profile. In those cases, Amazon's detail its agreement between you and Amazon, noting at the outset that if you do not accept the terms of this agreement, then you may not use Alexa. Attorney Andrews Capiro told The Times he believed the U provision was overly broad, adding that he doubts you could even design terms of service that bind everyone in your household. According to The Times,
raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.